This is video 2 of a Inventor training series, and you will be learning the mate and flush constraint. Well, open up Inventor, then click on New, Standard.iam, and Assembly. Alright, so once you open up an assembly, click on Place. Then go to wherever your library, your CAD library is located, and import 2 VEX chassis rails. Alright, once you have 2 placed, you can rotate around to find what edges you would like to connect, and to do that you hit constrain or the hotkey C. The first 2 constraints that pop up are the mate constraint and the flush constraint. Mate, it's like clapping your hands. It's putting 2 things together, I guess, and then flush is like lining things up. So what we want to do is, well, you can exit out of that. We want to connect this face on this face to this face, and then we can line it up and start building a chassis if you want. So if you click on one and hit rotate, you'll notice that you can't. That's because it's grounded down. That means it's immovable. To change that, you can unground it by right clicking and hitting grounded, but you never want to unground a part, really. Alright, but in this case we don't. So that means we want to connect this to this. So if you hit C, constrain, then click on the face that you want, in this case this face, click on that face, then click on the face that you want to connect it to, that face. So now the 2 faces are connected. Oh, that's a grounded piece. So now the 2 faces are connected. There, you can move it around. In the make constraint, it's kind of just lining up also, but just 2 different faces really. So that's why you can like move it around. The next step is we want to constrain this face and this face. So to do that, hit constrain, then click on the face you would like, and now it is lined up with that and that face. So you can't move it to the left, or well, you can move to the left and right, just not forward or backward or up and down. That's because it's constrained to the faces that you would like. The next step is to constrain this face to this face. And now you can see that it's immovable. But in this case, the chassis rails don't line up quite right, so we want to delete the constraint, since you can see that they're not lined up right. So to do that, you click on the constraint that you want, right click, delete, then you can move it again. So that's how you constrain 2 pieces. Then I'm going to explain flush right now. So flush is like lining things up. Like I said, you want to line 2 edges up, zoom into your part, click on the 2 edges, then click on the 2 faces. Now it's immovable because you flushed them, but we don't want that. So we want to delete that. Now it's movable again. So now we're gonna delete these two parts. Delete. Let's place two other parts. Let's place just two C channels. Actually, no, angles would be better. Just two angle pieces, whichever you would like. So, like you did before, constrain the two faces that you would like. Step 1. So now it looks like one part because they're connected, but you can move it around. Then we want to constrain this face or edge to this, so that to that face, so that it's like almost lined up. So then you can drag it where you would like. And then once you get it just about lined up, you can rotate around, get the right view, then zoom in and flush the edges that you would like. Now it's immovable, and if you go on that view, it's perfectly spaced. If you want to make it even more realistic, you can add screws by going to place and adding your screw, whichever one you would like. I guess it doesn't matter right now, I'll just add this one. So to add the screw, you zoom in, click on the face that you would like. In this case, it's a screw face, I guess. Zoom into where you would like to constrain it, and voila, then drag around, and I'll teach the tangent constraint, which is to line up the screw in the next video. This is video 2 of an Autodesk Inventor training series. It's VEX-Applicable. And rotate around.